You're too sensitive. You think too much. You're always in your own world. Sound familiar? Since childhood, you've been told there's something wrong with you, that you're too much, too intense, too emotional, too different. You learn to shrink yourself, to fit in, to stay quiet, because every time you showed your truth, someone made you feel like it was wrong. But here's the truth they never told you. You were never too much. You were just tuned into something they couldn't feel. Your sensitivity? It wasn't a flaw, it was your power. Your overthinking? That was your soul asking deeper questions. Your need to be alone? That was your spirit pulling you toward purpose. The world is loud. It celebrates noise and chaos. So when someone comes along with depth, with stillness, with vision, they label it strange. But strange is just another word for sacred, and they couldn't understand the sacredness in you. You see, society has a habit of labeling what it fears, and the most dangerous thing to a broken system is someone who sees the truth. So they made you doubt yourself. They made you question your worth. They told you you're crazy, because if you ever realized your light, they wouldn't be able to keep you in the dark. But now you're remembering, you're waking up, and everything they said you were, you're starting to see it was never a problem. It was your purpose. 1, you've always felt different, not better, not worse, just different. You could be in a room full of people and still feel like an outsider. It's like your soul knew this wasn't your final home. 2, you've experienced deep, unexplainable pain loss, betrayal, abandonment, things that should have broken you, but didn't. Why? Because God was refining you in fire, shaping your character in silence, preparing you for battles others won't have to fight, because you were called to fight for them. 3, you have a sensitivity that feels like a burden. You feel everything: energy, emotion, even the room before someone speaks. But what others see as weakness is your divine radar. You were built to see what others miss, to sense danger, to carry compassion, to hold space for healing. 4, you question everything you've never been one to blindly follow. Religion, tradition, society, they all felt incomplete because God planted in you a thirst for truth. Not just truth you're told, but the truth your spirit recognizes. 5, you hear the call, even if you can't explain it. A quiet pull in your chest, a whisper in the dark, a moment where you feel like something greater is trying to reach you. That's not imagination. That's not delusion. That's God trying to get your attention. Gaten, maybe the reason you're watching this right now is because He knew you'd understand. The chosen ones are not perfect. They're not loud. They're not always recognized, but they are awake. And once they remember who they are, they become unstoppable. There's a moment in every chosen one's journey when everything falls apart. People leave, dreams collapse. Even your prayers feel like they hit a silent sky. It's not depression, it's not failure, it's something deeper. It's the dark night of the soul, a sacred space where God strips away everything that's not really you. The titles, the masks, the noise, until all that's left is your soul, raw, real, and ready. During this time, nothing makes sense. You start to question your worth, your path, even your faith. God, where are you? Why would you let this happen? Have you forgotten me? But listen closely. God is not punishing you. He's preparing you, like a seed buried in darkness. You're not dead. You're being planted. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30, verse 5. The silence you're feeling? That's God working in secret, strengthening your roots, building the foundation you'll stand on when the world tries to shake you. So if you're in that place right now, where it feels like no one understands, where it seems like even God has gone quiet. Let me say this, you are not lost, you are being led, and this darkness is not the end. It's the beginning of your becoming. Stay in the process, don't give up, because the ones who are broken are the ones He rebuilds the strongest. You've asked the question, why me? Why the loneliness? Why the betrayal? Why the storms that seem to never end? Here's the answer. Because you're the one strong enough to carry the light. God doesn't waste pain. Every wound you carry has been preparing you, not to break, but to build. You weren't chosen for comfort. You were chosen for purpose. You were chosen to be the one in your family who breaks the cycle, the one who speaks truth in a world full of noise, the one who holds the light when everything else goes dark. And that kind of calling, it comes with a cost. Moses had to walk through the desert. Joseph was thrown into a pit by his own brothers. Jesus was rejected by the very people He came to save. So if you're facing rejection, isolation, trials, you're in good company. You're in holy company. Many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. The world won't always understand your path, because it wasn't meant for them. It was crafted by heaven specifically for you. You've been misunderstood, not because you're wrong, but because your spirit speaks a language the world hasn't learned to hear. You weren't called to follow. You were called to lead, to shine, to awaken. So don't run from the calling. Don't wish it away. You were made for this, not because you're better, but because you were chosen to go first. I know how it feels, to wake up in the middle of the night and wonder if you'll ever be okay, to carry pain that no one else can see, to smile in front of people while your soul is screaming for help. But let me say this, you are not alone. There are millions of souls just like you, waking up, remembering, feeling the pull to something greater. You may not see them, but they're there, in every city, every country, every quiet bedroom where someone is whispering, God, if you're real, please don't forget me. Thus, you're part of a divine remnant, the ones who still believe, the ones who still feel, the ones who carry heaven in their bones, even while walking through hell. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah 41:10. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to have all the answers. Just keep walking. Just keep believing. You are seen. You are heard. You are held, even when it doesn't feel like it. God, for the one listening right now, wrap them in your peace. Let them feel that they're not forgotten. Remind them they were made for more. And in the middle of their storm, be their calm. Amen. To every chosen one listening right now, I know you're tired. I know you've questioned your worth. I know there were nights you cried in silence and mornings you didn't want to wake up. But I need you to hear this. You are not crazy. You are called. You've been called to rise, to feel deeply, to see what others ignore, to walk through fire, not to be burned, but to become the fire. There is a reason God didn't let you quit. There is a reason you're still breathing. There is a reason this message found you, because heaven hasn't given up on you, and neither should you. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you. Jeremiah 1:5. So keep going, not for the approval of the world, but for the calling God placed inside you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. Real with your pain. Real with your faith. Real with your healing. And if no one's told you this today, I'm proud of you. God's not done with you. And your light, yes, your light, might just be the very thing that helps someone else find their way. If this message found you, don't keep it to yourself. There's someone out there who needs to hear what you just heard. Share this, leave a comment, and remember, you are not alone.